You want to introduce us, MythReel?
Yeah, sure. Welcome to Live from the Abyss. I'm MythReel, and this is.
Fringy intro. No,
Yeah.
this is Deep Dark Proletarian. We're live from the Abyss Studio, the most happiest place on the planet. We're recording episode 1. What the hell am I doing here? I kind of thought of the title. I mean, MythReel just kind of sat there and didn't really do anything. But I mean, I don't need your help. No. Okay. Okay. So, hats off. We are now talking about Silk Song. Wow. Wow. Mythriel, do you dislike Silk Song? I kind of heard that you hated Silk Song.
Oh yes, definitely. I definitely hate Silk
You
Song.
definitely hate Silk Song.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed on your channel because you're pretty biased towards hating Silk Song. Like you did like 50 videos on the top 10 reasons why you hate Silk Song. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, go, is that really necessary? Do you really want to disrespect the 5 people who like Silk Song that way? I mean, that's kind of mean. I don't know. So what the hell am I doing here, Mythriel? What are you doing here? What am I doing here?
I don't know. We're just here.
Well,
Um.
Mythriel,
Yeah,
tell
I was
me.
just forced into here.
You were
Um.
forced. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna be talking about the riddles and the
Yeah.
characters we were revealed.
Indeed we are. Indeed you are once again spot on the point, Mythriel. You lucky. I mean, we're talking about funny stuff like the the woman who eats organs or the guy who steals
Mhm.
and breaks the law. So,
Yep.
which of the two characters do you want to do first, Mythriel? Do you want to talk about organ eating lady or guy who gives shady information in the prison cell?
Yeah, organ eating lady sounds
Organ
very
eating lady,
interesting.
fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
that's spot on because I hate her. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Just wanted to trigger a few people. So, we were talking about the Huntress, revealed I think 2 weeks ago or something. Was it 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Do you remember how long it took the community to solve the riddle? It took quite some time, didn't it?
It did. I wasn't there exactly for the riddle, but I heard it took a while.
Yeah, it definitely did. I mean, I basically only watched and sat on my ass waiting for other people to do it because I am lazy, very lazy. They just out of nowhere reveal a completely new character, which is looking really weird. like
Mhm.
it kind of looked like a fake to me, like kind of like something he would post and then say, it's just a fake, bro. And then suddenly they give like a description and stuff, and I'm just I have to do a video on this, and surprisingly, one of my most clicked videos, even though it was complete shit. Um, I think you also did a video.
Yeah, it did.
I think you even uploaded a bit before me. I think you were actually the first one in
Yes,
the community to report on it. So
yes, I was.
applause to that you actually managed to be the first. So let's actually turn our attention on the character itself. Um,
Yeah.
what was your first impression when you saw that image pop on screen of that big juicy lady with that fat cloak and her sweet elf elk horns? I don't know, her horns up there and sitting on a bunch of eggs. What was your first impression when you saw that one?
Uh, she's pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she also reminds me a lot of the art that was scratched or removed
True, true.
from a Hollow Knight.
True, yeah, I think I kind of mentioned that one in my video. I think I popped up an image because somebody posted in the WholeNet Discord that she does look like a scrapped character. Um, you also said something on her potential role that she might have in the story, or well,
Mhm.
that she might fulfill gameplay wise. So, would you maybe elaborate a bit on that one?
I was thinking maybe she could be the Huntress, but I'm not completely sure. I
Okay,
mean, her full name is Huntress, so
so like a hunter substitute,
mm,
basically.
yeah, basically.
Okay, so she might give you like a cool notebook that she found while eating other bugs' organs, and then you can scribble in that blood manifested book of hers about what kind of people you killed. That's great. Next thing, we also talked a bit about her dialogue. I kind of have to vaguely recall what it was she said. I didn't really remember. I think it was something about, she called her spider, definitely, so people obviously recognize Hornet as a spider, which is kind of important because if other bugs do that, like say Hornet is a spider, then it must have also been obvious to the cultists, which is something I found kind of weird because I thought like Hornet didn't actually look like a spider compared to the other ones we found in the deep nest or something. But obviously it's kind of a recognizable figure, so Hornet is a spider. It's
confirmed, yeah.
That's true.
And we also got confirmation that she is not void.
Do you recall anything?
No, I think she just talked about how you had that warm feeling inside your body that others had.
Okay.
I don't know if she said that she's... I think the description said that she was gathering organs for her children.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. So we obviously have a caring mother in our midst. Applause to the Huntress for actually raising a stable family while the state obviously gives so little about children and continuing prosperity in their kingdom. So applause to the Huntress for being a symbol of growth in this ever-dying kingdom of Farloom. God. Do you have any other quotas on the Huntress? Do you like her design? Do you think it's something weird or something unfitting for Farloom, or do you think she just fits right into the character roster?
Yeah, she kind of fits in with like the pilgrims and their cloth wrapped around them. Also, kind of looks like a vessel though.
Oh, true.
So
Yeah.
I wonder where they got that.
Yeah, you do remind me of something, and that was I think her description also read that she like looks kind of down on these pilgrims as they make their way to the citadel. So she's obviously somewhere in the middle, I might say, somewhere in the middle of the kingdom, probably maybe in Greymore. It would kind of fit, the mood. Like Greymore is all dark and twisted, and she's a bug collecting organs for her children. So that's kind of fitting. And also that she kind of knows of the kingdom's dying, or like the kingdom's perpetual downfall. I think that was a big part that I found very interesting, because obviously most people already knew like Farloom isn't dead, but it's dying. But now we also have that in like this character description, which brings us to our next character, Grindel. Or do you have anything else to say on the Huntress? I didn't want to.
No, that's about it. I think we summed it up.
You got any speculation on where the area might be, or do you go with the Greymore one as well?
Yeah, I'd say somewhere between Greymore and Bone Bottom, because there's bones in her area, but then again, those just could be the bones of the bugs.
Okay, yeah, okay, good. So now we're going to talk about Grindel. Do you want to give it this short description of that little bug?
Yeah, that little bug Grindel, very interesting character and brings a lot of lore to Silksong, because now we have prisons, which is interesting.
You found that very interesting. Yeah, I remember you were calling that like with a vivid interest that now we actually have a prison system in quotas. So definitely the character is interesting because you've got like this shady person, or bug in a prison. Hornet kind of frees her along the way. I wonder kind of if Hornet could just decide to move on, and then later when you return he's like sitting in the corner dead or something, because obviously you have a choice to not free him, except maybe if he's essential to the plot or something, then you could have to free him somehow, but he might not be, so what do I know? So what do we know about him? Do you want to elaborate? Do you want to pick up the information?
So we know he's seen all of Farloom, so most likely he's going to give us tips. I think the description already told us for rosaries. He'll give us some tips. I don't know how that tip system could work. So basically what I'm thinking is that you could get information by giving him rosaries, and the information has a chance of being either right and you get some good stuff, or it could be horrible info and you get killed.
Yeah.
So simple as that.
That's kind of what I thought as well. Like, you pay him some certain amount of rosaries. Probably since he's a thief, he would probably have a high number for that. And then you could either go to a location, maybe it's marked on the map, maybe it's not. And then you get like either a mask shard or some special item or something. Or, well, as they said, his info is of questionable origin or, well, reliability. So maybe you just go there and there's like a mini boss, or you get captured by enemies, or, well, attacked by enemies, not really captured, but you know what I mean. Or there's nothing, and then you come back and you still have to, obviously, you still have to pay him or something. So either way, it's kind of a risky situation. I mean, most people would probably have to do it to get like the 112 or 14%, whatever it is we're having in this game. But true, yeah, it's he's kind of a risky deal to spend your rosaries on. You could probably better invest it into something like tools or maps or something before going to that sucker. So do you also believe maybe like city or something, or would you maybe go out of your way to say, hey, that looks like, I don't know, core forest or something like that?
No, somewhere in the Citadel or close to it.
Mm-hmm. So you think it could be later game, or do you think he's going to be like available pretty early on?
I would say later game, most likely. Seriously don't think Team Cherry would put someone that could give you aid so early in the game. I think they'd want you to explore more, and then when you know what you're doing,
That's true. Yeah, that's
just
true.
had to pay rosaries. Yeah.
That's true. That does make sense. Yeah, maybe as a better way to spend your rosaries, so you're already pretty well equipped. You already play like some part of the game, then, and they now give you the option, obviously, to take information from this thieving bug, who you can mistrust, obviously. So yeah, also he's probably a character which will pop up multiple times. So maybe after your freedom, you will see him like in different locations. He might die at the end of the quest line or his arc or something, which is also again very sad and very typical of Team Cherry, those heartless bastards. Do you think he would die at the ending? Do you think he might pass away?
Either A, die trying to like rob somebody, or B, get captured again.
And it seems kind of that these character reveals, which we've had in these like riddles, that they kind of give a focus on, like, at least in the background, Farlum is fucking dying, bro. Get some shit done, you know? Everybody seems to know already that the kingdom is in fucking ailing state. Well, the Huntress doesn't care. Grindel is using the situation to his own advantage. Probably as soon as you free him, as you said, he might go around again stealing stuff and so on. So, obviously they already know that the kingdom is kind of in a shit place. I wonder really how that is going to implicate, obviously, the story and stuff, and your storyline in general, how that may affect you. That you obviously come across all these bugs who say you, hey, don't know why you're here, because this is fucking a shithole. Just move or leave or take away.
Maybe with the quest they can see that there's actually good people out there, or good bugs out there at least, and maybe they'll have hope that the kingdom of Farloom could actually live on.
That's probably too happy for Team Cherry.
Yeah.
Knowing Team Cherry, they're just going to fucking nuke the whole place to oblivion, or don't know, let every second character die unless you do something for them. Since we're on the subject of NPCs, do you think these riddles with NPCs will continue longer, or do you believe it's like a short kind of deal they're having?
I think that they're going to keep riddles going, but I don't think they're going to be revealing information every time, or else they'd run out of content to reveal at some point. I think they're just going to keep us entertained until there's a blog post or a huge announcement.
I mean, obviously, they did it weekly now for the two last ones, so
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do it weekly, like continuing on. I think it's first of all too much pressure on Leth now. I mean, prior to that he already had pressure. Now he has like pressure again from the fans, like give us fucking information, dude. And I think that's also another pressure that Team Cherry now has, because now they have to look like, what could we reveal, what could we give them without like spoiling too much. Is it fair if we do it like weekly? Would that be too spoilery for some people? Wouldn't that be teasing the fans too much? Wouldn't it stir up the fandom and stuff? I think it's very nice that they did it. I still love talking about all this stuff and such, but I kind of feel it's going to be a lot more pressure again, and that by adding like these riddles and stuff, they're obviously still under even more pressure, and so I don't think it's going to be a long project, like maybe a few more times, and then it's probably going to be, well, now you got some information and now you have to wait again a bit until the next blog post, which might release then sooner, of course. Okay, so we were recording, and in the meantime a new riddle released. So we got a solution on the riddle, new characters, and it's about a caravan. Do you wanna introduce our cast of characters?
Yeah. So we have we already knew about those. Then we have the three either adult fleas. I don't know. It's been discussed on the Discord. Egg, Relia, and Rusty. We have those three.
Yeah. Basically free fleas, move in a caravan, seem to have like wagons behind them, kind of bit looking like a circus, maybe like a traveling circus. And they have like these, they had the description for it, basically that they just came into the kingdom and they thought it was less dangerous than it actually was, and so they have to face new dangers. Maybe you even have to save them out of a few situations. I could imagine that they're like, I don't know, getting attacked by some cultists or some wild beasts, and then you need to slay it for them, and then they're going to give you, I don't know, something. They do sell stuff. Do you remember what they sell?
Yeah, I think it was food, spells, and amenities.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, weird shit.
The food part was what interests me.
Yeah, it was, amenities kind of struck me because that was the only word I didn't know like at the start. I knew the other ones, of course. I mean, food, I don't know what kind of food they might sell. Maybe you have to give the food to the huntress. That would be interesting, like get my children some food, and then you go off to the caravan, buy food there, and then have to travel back or something. I don't know, could work like that. Then potions, I think you said. I don't know how that would work. I mean, maybe you have to collect material for them and then they brew you a potion, or they have potions there and then you have like a, I don't know, like a sprinting boost or more health or something. I don't know, probably something like that. Have to have something like that. And amenities, I don't remember what exactly that was. Someone speculated that it might be that they have like sort of specific benches or something, so like benches, for example, where you don't need to replenish your, I don't know, you don't need shards to replenish your tools or something. It could be something like that. Do you have any like clue on what amenities could mean?
Possibly like tools or equipable items that can help Hornet, but I'm not completely sure.
They do share a common trait. We have witnessed quite a few NPCs that seem to move around, so that probably will be seen a few times throughout the kingdom, you know, like Lace, Chakra, Sherma, Trobio, like these are all like wanderers and pilgrims, and it seems these guys kind of fit the category as well, because they're obviously like kind of a traveling family or traveling bugs and stuff. I think they were found in the gift that was given. I do recall that they kind of stand there in the gift where in the trailer Chakra is, so either it's like Team Cherry moved Chakra out of that location, or you meet Chakra there first or something, and then later on when you come back this caravan is standing there and stuff. So that's going to be interesting, like coming back to these locations and stuff, and then you see like different bugs or other bugs basically coming to the same location you already visited, so them basically standing there. It's going to make the world feel a bit more lively than it was in the first game. In the first game, obviously there were a few travelers like Pearl, where you could meet like in a different room or something, or a few things changed, but it wasn't that big, it wasn't that major. But this Farloom world could possibly be a lot more active and a lot more, well, reacting also to the player than it was.
I think this is Team Cherry's solution to the whole backtracking
Mm-hmm.
thing in Hollow Knight through a lot of areas, and it was just annoying.
Yeah.
Hopefully this completely changes how backtracking works.
Yeah.
I think we do actually have something they have said. Let me check. Oh, that's interesting. So basically, to sum it up, because I do not see it, they basically say, oh, interesting that we met you here, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Wanderers to meet on an unfamiliar path. It's luck we need to, for these roads are haunted and danger snarls at us from every dark corner. But it seems now as though it will never be granted. With the dialogue, I believe this is possibly the first place we'll find them.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Talking about, hey, look, it's dangerous, can you go get us fleas?
Yeah, that's true.
But then
yeah.
again, good luck for wanderers to meet on an unfamiliar path, which could mean they've Hornet and these guys have already seen. And they're saying, oh, it's good luck that we've seen each other. We'll figure that out soon enough.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's definitely a point one can remark. Yeah, so this was our first episode of the podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. You might have relaxed now. You might have listened to it on like a train, or might have relaxed at home and, I don't know, watch TV or played a game while you were listening to our podcast. So tune in the next time we do this one. We had a pretty broad episode now. We talked about like all the different characters that were released and stuff. And I hope you all enjoyed that. MythReel, do you want to give your closing statements?
Hopefully this is a continuing fun making these. But
Yeah.
if you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments. I think that'd be great.
Definitely.
If you have anything you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And don't forget to join Deep Doc's Discord.
Oh, thank you for clipping my Discord.
Yeah, we're getting closer to 100 members.
True. We definitely are. Community's been growing pretty wild at the moment. Also, tip for the day, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Thank you all for joining this little podcast of ours. Eat healthy, clean your teeth, and go to bed early and have lots of sleep, because later on you won't get it. So, that was Deep Dog Proletarian.
MythReel.
And we're signing off. Thank you for listening.